Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's Natalie
and Stephanie, and I think it's afternoon everywhere.
I think
it's noon here. It's noon
depending
here
on where you live. Welcome to our continuing education, you guys. If you haven't jumped in yet, and I need to get better at personally inviting people into this via text or email, but we come live every Monday at noon, and we're always going to do a topic, but we're also here to answer any questions that you guys might have about your essential oils as well. So we're going to jump in today to pain management, but every Monday, join us at noon Pacific time, where you can just get tons of support and education on these oils. You know, there's so many people that will buy a kit of oils and then they just let them sit on a shelf and don't know what to do with them. And I'll speak for myself. My intention is that we come live and inspire you to put them to use, to put them to good work, because you're probably sitting on a massive golden mine that you might not know about. So today we're really going to talk about pain management. So get out a pen and paper. And also, if you live in Las Vegas, tomorrow night, here at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center, I'm going to be making aromatherapy bracelets, and we're going to be teaching you how to make these, but most importantly, how to use aromatherapy for stress, anxiety, sleep, and complete overwhelm. So you're going to go home with some affirmations and this tool. And then we also give you a little essential oil sample to infuse with on your bracelet. So in times of need, you've got your little aromatherapy to help with all the things. So join us. That's tomorrow night, April 27th at 6:30 p.m. at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center here in Las Vegas. It's kind of near Jones and Sahara, so it's kind of central-ish. So, all right. So let's jump into pain management. Steph, is there anything you wanted to say?
I do want to let you know that in this post, that's the live post, there is a schedule already posted right now for all of the upcoming classes. We do 7. Today is class number 7. And then next week.
Today's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oops. It's the last one, 8. And then we start all over again. So that schedule is listed up here as well. And I'm going to try to make sure that I get the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center for tomorrow night. And you'll see all that stuff somewhere around.
Thank you. And you can even tag the little @ Enchanted Forest Reiki Center, I think. And then you guys can go to their website and click on events and see all of their events. And usually if it's an essential oil class, that's me teaching it. So come say hi. And if you've got essential oils out, grab your favorite essential oil. I actually have Adaptive. This is a great one for stress and anxiety. And she's got rose. So go ahead and put that in your hand and rub your hands together. I'm infusing my essential oil aromatherapy bracelet. And the way that I do that is just go like that. And then whatever's in my hands, breathe it in. Steph, where are you putting your rose?
I'm using my rose. It's calming, and I always put it on my lips as well, because as we get older, that's also helpful when you get dry and all those little lines. And then I always put it over my heart. It's oil of, what is that? Self-love, forgiveness? I always forget. Look,
I think it's the oil.
You look like you just took a hit, Natalie. You're like, what? It's good.
I'm high on oils. You know, a lot of people ask, like, how come you're so positive? I'm like, well, because I'm high on oils, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to share it. Here, I'll tell you what rose is real quick.
She's living drug-free, high on life, and spreading the word, right, Nat?
Because we only live once, might as well.
Oh, look at her shirt.
All right, so I'll tell you what rose is real quick. And then, by the way, if those of you that are jumping on, let us know where you're coming in from. I love to hear where people are coming in from, because it's really fun when you're on the East Coast, maybe even Hawaii. We've got some team members in Hawaii, so people are from all over, which I love to hear. But rose is the oil of divine love.
Divine love.
Yeah. And so it holds a higher frequency than any other oil on the planet. And it's a powerful healer of the heart. It supports an individual in reaching heavenward and contacting divine love. And it also teaches our essential need for divine grace and intervention for the healing process. So emotionally, it's such a powerhouse oil, but physically it is too. So
Natalie, real quick, tomorrow is 6 or 6:30?
6:30.
6:30. That's what I thought. And how do you spell Reiki?
R-E-I-K-I.
What?
I think. And you know what? By the way, I'm not a Reiki person. I don't specialize in Reiki. I just teach at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center. And that place is all about finding any way that we can bring more peace to our life. And I love, of course, teaching about essential oils because they're from the earth and coming back to the earth, coming back to feeling grounded and rooted. So I love it there. Okay, you ready to go, Steph?
Let's go. Let's talk
So,
about some pain.
Yeah. All right. So I think I have a slide in there, Steph. Do you see that? Essential oils for pain management. There should be a slide. Oh, there it is. Ah, we're so high tech.
I know.
All right. So, all right, you guys, it's really, really good to kind of do a self-assessment. And it's, a lot of times through life, we just go, and we don't stop and really kind of get quiet and listen to our body. So I'm inviting you to do that now. So just a quick little self-assessment on a scale of 1 to 10, rate your pain in the following categories. So chronic pain. If it's part of your daily life and it's every day and it's super, you notice it, give it a 10. If you're like, I don't really have that much chronic pain, give it a 1. Stephanie, are you recording this?
Yes, I recorded after. So it's recorded.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, great. Because we like to, if people miss this live, it's always good to put it out there so that people can benefit from it if they can't get on live. So if you did miss this, it is going to be recorded. All right. Emotional pain. That is really feeling overwhelmed. So
the heaviness is real. I like that.
What?
The heaviness, it says emotional pain. The heaviness is real.
Yeah. And I don't think any of us can dodge emotional pain right now in our lives. I mean, we all have it. We're all struggling right now in different ways. And it's okay to say that you are. And I know I've been up and down and all over the place with this. So, where are you in the following category with that emotional pain? If it's a 10, and you don't have to tell us, just assess yourself. Okay. So you can kind of know where you're at. And then there's occasional pain. I have good days and I have bad days, ups and downs. So just go ahead and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. And it's always good to get real still and listen to your body. And it's a reminder, our body is always speaking to us, always. And somebody recently said, if you want to know where you're at health-wise, get naked and look at your body in the mirror and it is talking to you. I'm like,
you know what else? That's first of all, that's scary. But something about this, the heaviness is real. And it's something I used to talk to my daughter about. It's like sometimes we need to understand each other and perspective. And you may not think it's a great big deal, but right now, whatever you're going through, as much as I may think you're crazy as all get out, it's real for that person. And that's what we're dealing with. And it's okay to leave the fact out, I don't get you right now. Just don't put yourself in their place or pretend that you can. Understand that whatever they're feeling for whatever reason doesn't matter. That pain right then is real. And then also starting over is okay. It's like when you start a diet and you fail, the next Monday, you're like, I'm always starting over on Monday. That's okay. Because these are things you should do every single day as you wake up and you're like, how is my emotional pain? Chronic pain obviously is a daily thing that we're going to talk about later, but it's starting again. It's okay to start again. And it's also kind of exciting to wake up every day and think, you know what? It's a brand new day. What can we start with today? And if it's not okay, then guess what? You have tomorrow.
Yeah, I love that, Steph. And it's loving yourself where you're at, right? Like not being too hard on ourselves either, because we can't go back. The only thing we can do is move forward and do better. Even if it's just a little, maybe one day you're like, my goal is just to drink more water. Good for do that. Whatever little step you can take to make it a little bit easier on yourself and to have grace with yourself. I think that's important. Stephanie, I'm glad you brought that up because that's a good point. Because we can beat ourselves up all day long. That is not going to do us any good. All right. Did you want to say anything else, Steph?
No. That just really reminded me of, growing up with my daughter and, a teenage girl. Sometimes they're just not feeling it. And instead of me getting into her business and telling her to get over it, I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter. Today, if we need to cry today we're going to cry. And now she's an adult. And sometimes she'll call me up and sometimes I'll tell her too. She's like, I'm just going to cry and I just need to. And I think even Natalie, when we were younger, we had, it's a quick story. Sorry. Natalie was upset we were working, and I can't remember what you were upset about, but it was so the most adorable thing in the world. She's like, I'm fine. Just nobody look at me right now because I'm going to cry. So we're all like, okay, nobody look at Natalie. She needs to cry. And I thought, what a brave thing to say at the time. We're all so close and we work together every single day and in an entertainment environment. So we're all very close and open. But it was just, I thought, what a brave thing to say. It was like, I'm going to cry and you guys are going to have to get over it and everybody just turn away.
Yeah.
Do you even remember that?
Don't console me. That's funny. I don't remember that. You have a really good memory of that. But it's true. Like, get it up and cry. And, and everything is like, put on your big girl panties. Don't show weakness. I'm inviting you, anybody who's watching this, if you're feeling overwhelmed, cry. Just get it up and get it out, because we don't have to be strong and carry the load of the whole world right now. And so if there's times you feel like crying, get it up and get it out, because it's the most therapeutic thing you can do. All right. So we're kind of talking a lot about, because pain is pain is pain, whether it's emotional, chronic, or physical or emotional, it's still pain. And then look at what body systems that you need to support the most. Now, you all know your body better than Stephanie and I know your body, but there is foundational health. And so if you look at the very bottom, it's eating right. Eating right is probably the most powerful thing you can do for your overall health. And the foundation of health is what builds the strongest body. It's the fuel that you put inside. So I love this, Stephanie. I know you were at convention when Dr. Hill said everything we eat either feeds disease or fights it. Remember that?
It's true. The food we put in our body, the supplements that we take, again, we're going to talk about that, but you're either going towards health or away from health.
Yeah. And it's just, that's why we asked that assessment, because it's like, where am I? Let's see, what can I do? So we highly encourage doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack, which I know we could talk about this forever and ever. So Steph, I'm going to just kind of talk about this pyramid and then have you jump into the Lifelong Vitality Pack, because I know you're really, we're all passionate about it, but Stephanie has a really good way of getting across this info. But eating right is the foundation of health. So we're going to talk about this lifelong vitality. The next thing that's super important is exercising and weight management. I know that if you're in pain, you're like, how can I exercise? Well, we'll give you some tips on pain relief that you can do during your exercise or after, to hopefully not be in as much pain. Resting and managing stress. This is huge as far as reducing our toxic load. So our lifestyle choices, you can see under this bar here, these lifestyle choices that we are giving ourselves or doing for ourselves every single day, we're choosing it. So we're either choosing this or that. Super, super important. So let's talk about the power of this lifelong vitality in all of the different areas of pain. So Steph, I'm going to let you just take this one.
So Lifelong Vitality is our supplement package. Basically, you can say it's our vitamins. It does come in 3 different packs. And very quickly, like Natalie said, we could spend an hour talking about them. And there's something that we're all very passionate about. It's for, if you're financially minded, it's the only product that doTERRA provides that you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if in 30 days you aren't sleeping better, less pain, and more relaxed, less stress, then you send it back, empty bottles if you want, and you get your money back. But I've never had anybody send them back. I don't think Natalie has had anybody send them back. They are the foundation. And we're talking about doTERRA, and obviously Natalie and I both work with doTERRA, and we do sell them. But the difference with doTERRA, with these oils, is you'll find us telling you about things that they're going to help your body do for itself, because our body, every system in our body is built magically, blessedly so, to heal itself. It takes care of itself. Our liver can heal itself. Our bones heal itself. Our skins heal itself. The problems that get in that stops that is when we have too many toxins in our system, when we have a disease in our system. So we need our body to be strong. With these oils is, oh, I sound great. So that's what these vitamins do. These are what these vitamins and minerals, and there's essential oils in them. They come from plants. You can get vegan oils, like if you don't want land, you have land and sea for the omegas that come in this 3-pack. And what they do is they help your body get strong enough to do what it's supposed to do. If we can't sleep well, it's because your body's too busy doing something else, healing something, because we've been putting stuff in it we're not supposed to, or it's injured. If we are not losing weight, it's because your body thinks I'm gonna hold on to this fat because I know I can survive off of this fat before this muscle. So I'm gonna let them lose muscle because our body is smarter than we are. So that's what these vitamins do, is they help support. It's the foundational support for your body with actual food, plants. The omegas, obviously, they come from sea, but there are land-based omegas if you have the vegan, like I said. And it just lets your body, we get out of our way. And that's what these oils do. We're not selling you a lemon oil because it magically is going to do this. A lemon oil is going to help your body rid itself of these toxins. These vitamins are going to help your body be strong enough so that it can heal itself. And so its immunity is strong enough to ward off all of these threats that are running around. And if I can tell, and I know Natalie can tell, if we miss these vitamins, everybody in my family takes them. If we miss them, we know. And there's certain supplements that come along with them that we'll talk about, especially the adaptive. If there are people in my life that don't take them, we know, because their body is busy doing something else, fixing something else that we've done to it, and it can't do what we want it to do. I hope that wasn't too confusing and quick enough now.
No, I think it's perfect. I mean, speaking from your heart about these vitamins, you can't go wrong, right? and I love how you said, like, we're not just selling you a bottle of oil, like we're selling a transformation to your health. and the horrible thing that Stephanie and I do have in common is we both lost our moms to cancer. And everything that I've looked at is like, when you reduce your toxic load, you reduce your chance of getting cancer. Well, guess what? When you give your body massive bioavailable nutrition, you also reduce your chance of getting sick. So it's just so important that the little steps we're taking every day are promoting health and wellness and not taking away from our health and wellness. So Steph, I love it. And if I can sell health and wellness and a healthy lifestyle to alter somebody's life, I will do it. And I will do it till the day I die, because I know that we're all here to help people in some way. So I'd much rather you buy bioavailable vitamins from me and Stephanie than go to the doctor and spend the same money, if not more, than some pharmaceuticals that may or may not cause long-term damage and harmful addictions as well. So yeah, I think it's perfect. All right. So, sorry, I got to get to my slides.
Okay. We're just so interested in everything because I know, Natalie, everything, somebody will combat us when we're talking about it, and they'll be like, well, everything gives you cancer. We're like, well, yeah, it does. And there's a reason for that. So there are things that don't give you cancer. You just have to, now we have to look for them, where before in the world, they were just, everything was natural. So it was fine. Now so much is deteriorated. And so now we have to look a little harder. So that's what we're doing, is we're looking a little harder to give you something to help your body do what it needs to do.
Absolutely. And you know what, too? There is a time and place for modern medicine, for sure. However, it is completely, I believe, and totally over prescribed and over pushed down our throats, because there's a lot of money to be made in that, and also to be made in people being sick. So I'm going to jump really quick into the danger of prescriptions and pain medicine. You can probably read a lot of this for yourself, you guys. But did you know that pain medication, this is an opioid epidemic, and you can look at and Google it after you get off this. You can search it. Opioid epidemic. What does that mean? Well, this causes more deaths than car accidents. They're considered safe, and they're considered legal. But even though these drugs are safe and legal, doesn't mean they're not doing harm to our body. It can cause this false sense of euphoria, which is temporary, but it can lead to addiction. A friend of mine, I helped her get off of Zoloft, and she had to withdraw from it with the help of her doctor. But if you know of anybody who's on something like that that wants to withdraw or get off of it, we do have alternatives that can help, but you do need to talk to your doctor. A lot of times these are overprescribed, which, instead of really getting down to the root cause of the problem, they're getting a quick fix. I want a quick prescription to get rid of my pain, when in reality, they might be eating a bunch of high inflammatory foods that is elevating their inflammation, and they need to stop that. And so it's really important to get to the root cause of what's causing it than shutting up with the symptoms. Digestive shutdown, you guys, These pharmaceutical drugs, what they end up doing is wreaking havoc on our gut health. And they can slow down our bowels, and they can really mess up our intestines. And so if you have a digestive shutdown or your digestive system is not running effectively, you're going to come into a lot more other issues. Tips for weaning off meds. Most important thing is connect with your doctor, because me and Stephanie are not doctors, nor do we claim to be. But we do have things that will definitely help you. Increase your water intake. Drink a ton of water. Replace the habit. There's other things you can do to replace the habit. We can help you with that. Highly encourage you guys to take Lifelong Vitality and other additional supplements. So the Lifelong Vitality Steph talked about, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We can specialize different supplements for your specific needs, and surround yourself with support. If anybody is interested in getting an entire meal plan, an entire real food reset, a shopping list, and ways to detox your body, if you end up getting the Lifelong Vitality supplements, as well as the digestive enzymes and probiotics, you get free access to the Sovereign Wellness Blueprint. It will change your life. It will knock your socks off. If you're looking for, I need a food plan, I need to know what to eat, I want recipes, and I want ways to detox my body and give it the tools it needs to thrive, we have that for you guys. So let us know if you do have that on hand. And if you do get access to that Wellness Blueprint. And I think it's worth like $500, and we get it for free because the person who enrolled me into dōTERRA, her name's Amy. She has created this, and it's just changed thousands of people's lives. So let us know if that's something you guys are interested in. Did you want to add to any of that, Steph?
No.
All righty. Well, let's talk about specific pain. So you guys might have specific pain, but we're going to give you different protocols for joint pain, muscle pain, emotional pain, digestive pain, and head tension and migraines. Now you're going to see on next to all of this, LLV is the foundational nutritional base for everyone. LLV is the Lifelong Vitality Supplements. And real quick, Steph, before we jump into these slides, I would share a really gross true story. So my friend owns a porta potty business in Bullhead City. It's called Daniel's Porta Potties. They're painted like a light turquoise color. If you ever drive through Bullhead, he's like the main porta potty dude there. But he was explaining to my dad, and my dad was sharing with me that when they go to clean out the tanks, everything that comes out of us is supposed to kind of disintegrate and kind of just, like dissolve, I guess. But what is happening is they're finding tons of undigested pills. They're hard packed, undigested pills. So people are taking these vitamins or these pills, and the body can't even process it because it's so synthetic that it's actually just pooping out whole pills. So it's really important that you guys understand, don't poop out your money. Okay. Let's invest it in something that your body can actually break down. Lifelong Vitality is freaking awesome for that. That's what LLV stands for.
I'm going to get you a shirt that says, don't poop out your money.
I would love it. That's actually really funny. Okay. So let's talk about the sample wellness box for joint pain.
This is what I do. This is mine on the daily. I have some issues with my sciatic. And I need to, for myself, I need to lose weight so I'm not putting so much pressure on that area of my body. But it takes me a minute to roll out of bed. I don't sit straight up because if I'm lying in the wrong way and I sleep really well, that means I've put a lot of pressure on a place that my back doesn't like it very much. So it has gone from me not being able to get up off my hands and knees in the morning. I would have to get down on my hands and knees and just slowly move to now I just kind of roll over, stand for a second, and then I'm fine. Look at me, I'm fine. And I do that because I take my LLV every single day. There are obviously times that I've missed them, but I get right back to it. But every day I take those. With them, I take my bone nutrients. But I also put my turmeric. I use deep blue before I go to bed, sometimes after a shower, sometimes the oil deep blue I put in a bath if I'm going to take a long bath. And I'll take the deep blue capsules, and I will tell you what I just did because my family has chosen to get vaccinated, but before that happened, I took all of these things prior and really lived up on my vitamins, but I took some deep blue right after as well and made sure I rubbed it. And I took the polyphenols, all three of us, so we wouldn't have that pain in our arm, and we had zero reaction. Now that, I mean, I use this every day for my pain anyway, but sometimes when I need a little bit of extra, it's just never let me down. This combo has never let me down. I do pop in some copaiba with that, but I think we're going to talk about
the polyphenols, guys, that's the little blue bottle to the right. That's going to take over the majority of your over-the-counter pain meds, like the Tylenol or the Bayer aspirin or things like that. We want to help you start using something natural to help with that inflammation. And what I love about this, it's completely and 100% natural. There's no addictions, no side effects. Speaking of side effects, there is a side effect to the over-the-counter pain relief, which includes liver damage and stomach bleeding. So somebody might be popping one of these every day and not thinking twice about it. But I heard about a friend who all of a sudden became very jaundiced. They were taking a couple Tylenol. I don't even know which one it was, but they were taking them every day for about 20 years. And all of a sudden their skin was completely jaundiced. They ended up screwing up like completely and doing irreversible damage on their liver. And so it's really important that you guys are aware, look at the side effects. They're right there. They're right there in plain sight. But so many of us don't even think about them until it's too late. So deep blue polyphenol are great for that. I could talk about this pain relief stuff all day long. All right. So let's look at muscle pain. We didn't talk about it in the other slide, but turmeric, they are dual chamber capsules. No one has ever done anything like this. There is benefits of the essential oil turmeric and the curcumin, which is the powder turmeric. Well, science has revealed that it helps so much more with the absorption. If you swallow the turmeric, some of it gets into your stomach, but you want to carry the curcumin, which is the powder, all the way down into your intestines. It's a 10-time absorption rate than if you just were to take turmeric tea or turmeric powder in your stomach. The goal is to get it into the intestines, and that's where it absorbs 10 times. So doTERRA has those awesome capsules, and a lot of people will take turmeric and copaiba, which copaiba is an essential oil that is amazing for inflammation and anxiety, I might add, and many others. So here's some great things for muscle pain. Again, you're going to add the lifelong vitality and then maybe add these onto your order. Steph, did you want to talk about any of these other things?
No, this is basically, like I said, the previous slide that I add copaiba, that these are the copaiba. I use a lot of the copaiba for a bunch of different things that we're going to talk about coming up. But yeah, I take these.
And marjoram is great for pain. And of course, that deep blue rub Steph was talking about as well. All righty, let's talk about emotional pain. Steph, do you want to take this?
I don't use this a lot. I do have friends that have used it when we've done studies. And they have, I was speaking, and Dolly will let you know as well, but our good friend Dolly, that has helped her not have to take some meds that she was not interested in taking. How compliant is that? She was taking some stuff for sleep, and it has a lot of other benefits without putting a lot of stuff out there. I'm just telling you, she'll tell you she got off of those pills, but she cannot let go of the adaptive now. So between the adaptive, she does not use elevation. I've not used elevation a lot. I know what the combination of oils in there is, and then she uses frankincense daily. So that's my Dolly testimonial, is this combination has been priceless for her.
Yeah. So the adaptive, I've helped probably, I'd say 50 plus people with adaptive in particular for stress and anxiety. It's clinically proven. They did studies on it, and lots of different research on different people with this adaptive, you guys. It is amazing. So it's a blend of essential oils that specifically help with stress and anxiety. And there's so much science and research behind the individual oils that they piled in together. And then the adaptive capsules have scaledium root, which is fantastic for your brain focus. And it also has ahi flower, which is really high in omega-3s for focus as well. So, and there's also GABA in there. So tons of different great things, but You guys, if you know anybody who's stressed out, let us know and we can put them in that stress study to help them with that. And by the way, with the adaptive, my son literally asks for it by name. He gets anxiety. And we were recently in a restaurant. It was actually about a year ago, and he started getting really bad anxiety. He's like, Mom, do you have any adaptive? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like I'm starting to get anxiety. And we walked out to our car. He put a drop in his hands. He's like, rubs it on the back of his neck because it's going to get in up to his brain on the back of his neck, and breathed it in and took some deep inhalations. And it was like a reset button for him. And so adaptive's huge for that. And Elevation's the joyful blend. Stephanie, I used to not like Elevation at all, but I teach about, this is actually one of the ones I teach about in our aromatherapy class at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center. The oils that are in this are massive to bring joy. So I know you already talked about frankincense, anti-inflammatory, and then diffusing these oils is really going to help too. I really went a lot on that, but you know what, Stephanie, emotional pain is one of my specialties. I talk about it a lot. So I kind of just took over there, but the number one oil, by the way, you guys, for depression is lemon. And what you can do is put a drop in your hands, rub your hands together and breathe it in. So quick tip on that. Ooh, digestive pain. Steph, you want to educate us on this one?
I'm going to let you do this one because I haven't had as much experience with the digestive issues.
Ooh, you're lucky. You're a lucky duck.
I know. I have. I do know I've done the cleanse, and I can tell you that it's just starting with the LLV. Again, like, don't jump completely crazy and go into everything, but starting in with the LLV and helps your body get into a groove and get a lot of the toxins out. Some drop of lemon in your water in the morning, and then go into a heavier cleanse, because we do offer that. And I think your Sovereign Wellness, the food reset, does a lot with that as well. But that's what we're here for, is to help you kind of ease into it and understand what it is you're getting into. So I've done the cleanse, but as far as daily digestive, we use Digest Zen with Joaquin, my guy, because he's got some issues.
And Digest Zen, how do you use that, Steph?
Under his tongue. He'll take the pill, but he prefers to just power it down, because he's on some medication for it as well. And again, we do not treat, cure, or heal disease. We're not doctors. That's what we talked about at the very beginning, is to listen to your body and trust your gut and really understand and educate yourself, so you're not second guessing yourself. You're like, wait a minute. When we're as dancers, we always say, okay, you've got in pain. Is it a sharp pain, or is it sore pain? Is it something you need to stop for, or is it something you can just work through? And that's what a lot of this is listening to your body and understanding what those messages are. And with the digestion, sometimes your stomach, it's not going to need much more than a peppermint. It's just come in the capsules, I think 2 years ago. And because we have the peppermint, if you've tried the peppermint oil, which I'm sure if you're on this team, that's, I think, the first one we all try. It's great. You put it under your tongue, and it really, you can feel it going down your stomach. But the peppermint pills they've created, so they actually go down all the way into your stomach before the coating dissipates, and that it gets to where it's supposed to go. So that's precisely why they packaged them this way.
Yeah. And digestion is everything. It's connected to your emotional health, and it's even connected to some inflammation in your body. And so, like Steph said, start with lifelong vitality, and then move on from there. But I highly encourage the digestive enzymes and probiotics. We talk about this in the Sovereign Wellness. These are two of the things that we highly encourage you guys to get to better your gut health. And so the dōTERRA is digestive enzymes that help break down food and then to help take the nutrition to your body to where it needs to go. And the probiotics are going to put beneficial bacteria back into your intestines, which is where you want them. So great things to use for digestive pain. And I highly encourage getting all of this, especially the digestive enzymes and probiotics and Digest Zen, like Stephanie said. Then that little tamer bottle, that's more for like tummy issues for kids. It's not as intense as the Digest Zen oil blend. And then, like Steph said, the peppermint in coated capsules, which get down into your intestines. So lots of great stuff here for digestive pain. And then head tension, migraines. Okay, lifelong vitality again. We highly encourage that. And then Steph, do you want to chat about these ones?
Yeah, and I think I can also, down below in the comments, I'll try to remember, I'll write it down. I'll put a really great video on migraines that a sister team put together. It's just phenomenal. But for your head tension, for migraines, and there are different kinds of migraines, which you'll learn from this video as well, and they come from a different place. Like Natalie said, a lot of it's from your gut. You might not think so. But the copaiba, the frankincense is for anti-inflammatory. It's going to relax everything. The copaiba is going to boost that as well. Past tense is a roller ball that comes in a 10 milliliter. And that's a combination of oils that if you're feeling something coming on, as soon as you feel that, you just roll it right here on your temples, maybe on your forehead, the back of your neck, and inhale it. Roll it on your hands and inhale it. It's already pre-diluted, so you don't have to worry as much about skin sensitivity. With all oils, if your skin is super sensitive, you might want to, like if anybody dyes their hair, do a little test patch first. And eucalyptus. Every time I take a shower, I put the eucalyptus in the shower because in the morning, I don't have allergies, but I did realize in trying this, I thought I should try these things. And there's an allergy balm. And I realized that every morning I wake up with more congestion than I thought. I just didn't realize it because I've been waking up with it every day. So when I go take a shower in the morning, I put a drop of eucalyptus. I keep it in my shower. And especially if you're in the shower, because all of your pores are open and eucalyptus is so strong. Normally, you put it here for forced square breathing. I just don't get in your eyes. I would suggest if you do that in the shower, you keep it like this close because it's really strong, but that just opens it all up. And then all of a sudden, even though I live out here in Pahrump, I'm in some spa in Sedona. It's amazing. And then I like rub it in my hair and put it on my chest as well. But my sister gets these head tensions pretty severely. So I know they work.
Yeah, and that past tense is no joke. It's no joke. Well, I remember when I first started teaching classes, a friend, she's like a forensic specialist, works for Metro, and she was kind of had her arms crossed in the back of the classroom, and not really sure if these oils worked. And then she's like, "Hey, I got a headache. Would you got to take that away?" And I was like, "All right, Mary." And I'm kind of intimidated by her. She's like up there in the whole like world of amazingness. Anyway, so I rolled that past tense on the back of her neck and I rubbed it on her temples. And this was like literally Stephanie, like 6 years ago. And she's back there with her arms crossed. And then all of a sudden, about 5 minutes later, she's like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "My headache is completely gone." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I can't believe it." And so literally that one experience with the past tense opened up her mind, and she has been a customer for 5 years. And that one oil really made her a believer. And how great is it that she's now using past tense for the last 5 years than the go-to, which would be another alternative that's going to jack up her gut. So I like to share these stories because it's pretty cool what these oils can do. All right. And so we want to thank you guys for joining us. And by the way, there are 3 types of people that use that experience doTERRA in different ways. So use oils. Hopefully we're inspiring you guys enough to get your oils out and start using them. Some people want to share oils, maybe host a class like, "Yo, I want to help my friend use past tense instead of Tylenol." And if you just want to share it, we can do online classes or even come and teach classes with you, with your friends. And we have hostess gifts for that. And then maybe you are like, "Yo, I want to learn how to teach others about it." And you want to create income just working from home. I know a lot of people are looking for income from home. So if you like natural solutions, if you believe in the essential oils, and if you know that you're here to help people, this might be a really good thing for you. So reach out. I love that I have been working from home through this entire time, and my income has actually gone up instead of gone down. And I love to have that income security helping people with natural wellness. So if that's you, let us know and we can guide you guys on that. Steph, did you want to add anything to that?
I agree. And we always love if you are interested to join us. I was working I was a suit if I can put it lightly, in a job that I did not love. And so this past year has made me stay home. And now I've made the decision to not ever go back because I've never been happier. I do stuff that I love. I am home. I make my own schedule. And if I want to make more money, I go out and make it. And even when I've had to step back for a minute because something else took priority, I was still making that money. So I can't speak highly enough about it.
Yeah, it's so, so powerful. And oh, Berta, you're so sweet. Berta says thank you. Now, she was saying that she uses the roller and oil regularly. She's tried several times the capsule, but always seems to have strange or bad dreams. What's crazy about that, Berta, is sometimes we don't get in that deep, deep, deep sleep. And with a lot of these, they actually allow our brain to slow down to get into that deep sleep. But definitely listen to your body on that because we don't want you to have bad dreams. But say a prayer and count your blessings before you go to bed. And your dreams will be sweeter. They really will be. And Berta was saying that the Sovereign Wellness Blueprint is the best wellness program. Berta, I agree with you 1,000,000%. It is absolutely, it's absolutely life-changing. And to be honest with you, you guys, I started on the Real Food Reset. And by the way, if you're watching this, you can get access to that Real Food Reset and the Sovereign Wellness Blueprint for free. And it's probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I think Amy said it's probably, if she were to sold it, it would, or sell it, it would be around worth about $600. So you're getting this for free. I'm actually jumping into the Real Food Reset starting yesterday. I started because I'm going to Mexico in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I want to get into a 2-piece. And the way to do that is eliminate all your carbohydrates and eat super healthy, not all carbs, just complex carbs. So this is such a great thing, and it's life-changing. So I'm detoxing and doing all the things. So thank you, Berta, for joining us. Thank you, Courtney.
I love how you're detoxing so you can toxin it up. And we know how she's going to toxin it up. It's not going to be through her shampoo.
All right, you guys, thank you all for joining live. Join us next Monday as Stephanie here. I guess I can stop sharing my screen. How do I do that?
I do it. Hi, guys.
So high tech. Okay, so if you guys want to join us next Monday, we're going all the way back to I have my oils, now what? And so if you just want to kind of go back to the basics, I'm actually, Stephanie, going to be going in and inviting everybody on my team to start joining these live events. So we'll be putting together probably a Zoom link. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will get that out to you guys and really start inviting you into this so you can get your questions answered. Come live. We are here to support you. So all questions are welcomed.
Yes. So please do invite your teams as well once you get the links from us. And I will try to remember to put that migraine link below in these comments as well. It's an amazing, amazing video.
Awesome. All right, you guys, we love you. Have a great day. We'll see you next week as we kick off classes 1 through 8 again. So join us then. Peace.
I was going to say, that's great, but I'm